Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror. We are currently in the Vol, looking around, trying to decide how we want to deal with things. The streets of Murba are mostly empty. In this time of war, violence can break out at any moment. People nod politely and hurry on. Okay, generic villager text. How about that guard? Where'd that guard go? No townsperson? Uh-oh. Generic text. I guess the Masha are here, probably? Urba soldier, there we go. It's a dark time. Agents are everywhere. Now we've got a baker we could report to you. We're not going to do that, but we could. Maybe. Well, the game might not let us, actually. Barracks. Let's go in here. Be wary. Viscount? Is that how you pronounce that? Viscount Bridges? One of those words that I've never actually tried to say out loud before. Something I can't steal. No. Game won't even let me steal in this one. There's no morality system for that. It just says no. But we have been spared? Is that what she has said? A stoic woman, sweating in plate armor, rises to greet you. As she shakes her hand, all of her soldiers watch every move. She is in charge here. I am Viscount Bridges, she says. Don't get royalty here much. We are honored as hard-working soldiers of the Vol. You're a Viscount? The family honor, passed from my grandfather to me. Heaven gives it to vassals who serve them well. It stays in families. Haven. Did I say heaven? Haven. Haven gives it to vassals who serve them well. It stays in families. Are you a Masha? No, none of us ever wanted to control Owen. We are soldiers. What did you do for Haven? My grandfather served Haven in the South Battalion before the Calamity. Served well. Queen Sharn came here, awarded the title to him. I continue his work. Continue the work. Do you like being a Viscount? My family was honored to serve Haven. Haven is good for the Vol, helps us stay wealthy and strong. I continue the work when Haven is here. I'm not happy with you. You're not a Viscount anymore. That would be, There's not really any reason to say that unless I just wanted to be a jerk, which I don't want to be that much of a jerk, so carry on as before. Thank you, Prince. My family will. What is the status of Murba? It is a harsh time, a harsh place. We're on the front line between rebels and loyalists. The governor is keeping the town safe. How do you keep the city safe? We have not taken sides in the war. We act to defend ourselves. Sometimes we try to reduce the hurting, make both sides happy. We don't have the forces to do that now. Some do, though. She looks directly at you. There are ways to help the Vol. Sounds like you're asking me to do something. I wouldn't dare. Not my place. I can tell you about opportunities, though. Ways to impress the Vol. Make them welcome your return. Like the situation in the Flint Pit. A warlord there has taken many Owen as his slaves. It is an ugly thing. Nobody likes that. Masha or Owen. Okay, well, that's a thing we can do before picking sides, I guess. Where's the Flint Pit? Southwest of here in the mines. You should find signs. Warlord Blaine makes sure everyone knows he is there. What should I do with the warlord? He is called Warlord Blaine. None would warn him if he died. What about the Owen there? I don't know. My Masha masters don't care what happens to a small group of Owen. They care that the warlord dares to defy us so openly. She shrugs. I'm a soldier. I just say what it is. Not my place to have opinions on it. Okay, so she's using the word master here, but she is not Owen herself. So I guess Masha is just a class and doesn't necessarily have... I don't know. Again, I mean, the Masha own Owen, even if she's not an Owen, she could still work for them, so I guess... Anyway, so if I do your errand, what's in it for me? It is a quarry. If Fort West Bay is rebuilt, you can work it for stone. Payment to Haven for helping us. That is all I need. Is it honored us, Prince? Okay, well, another quest. Can't anger the armies. Now let's go in here. What is this? City Hall. We must be neutral. Vuralar Masha. Masha? Masha? This is an ancient hall. The stone floor is worn with deep ruts left by centuries of leaders, guards, and honored visitors. There's a man sitting at the end of this stone table. The last few years have left him weary and broken. He looks you over, barely able to summon the energy to respond. Finally, he decides that he has no choice. He rises to shake your hand. I am Governor Viralar Masha. I have been trusted to rule Mirba. And who are you? I am Prince Nithin of Haven. Governor Viralar Masha nods. I am honored, Prince. So Haven is back at last. Very interesting timing. You arrive when the Vol is unstable, as I'm sure you have seen. You're welcome in Mirba. However, there is something you must know. What is that? I care about my city. We are in a delicate balance. The rebels do not destroy us because I do not fight for the other Masha. The Masha do not sack us because they think I am not helping the rebels. I will deal with you. However, I cannot loudly take sides between the Owen and the Masha. Now we can express a strong opinion. Perhaps someone should end the slavery of the Owen. I have interest in helping the Owen. These are both sort of the same, right? Well, I guess the second one is a bit stronger. I don't care about these colonies at all. I just want to return home. I'm here to do what is best for Haven. So interesting. I have options for siding with the Owen here. I don't have any options for siding with the Masha, necessarily. But this is relatively neutral. I'll take that. Of course. I would expect no less. Haven once allied itself with the Masha of the Full. We paid greatly for your aid. Perhaps we will convince you to continue that wise policy. Anyway, I am free to talk. Just understand that I have limits. I do not wish to be assassinated. I mean, that's not an unreasonable position to take. I don't think many people want to be assassinated. I would like to know about Mirba. This is a proud city, as old and with as storied a history as any in the Vol, if not as wealthy. Much of our finest stone comes from the quarries around here. How old is this city? Nobody is sure. These walls are at least 5 centuries old. All born in Mirba know that their city is a gift to them, and it is our responsibility to pass it on to the next generation. That is why I am trying to keep the 2 armies of this war from sacking it. I need rest and supplies. We have a fine blacksmith for supplies and a tolerable inn for rest, not worthy of one of your rank, but we are not a fancy city, not like Vitassa or Tablin. How has Mirba fared during the war? I have led us down a dangerous path. I control the city, and I have made us neutral. Loyalists and rebels have come to our streets. All trade and drink here. I have made us an oasis, and in the Vol, everyone can come to an oasis. And both sides accept this? Yes, but only through the most careful diplomacy on my part. I have not had a full night's sleep in 3 years. I have punished raiders and thieves on both sides. Soldiers from both sides have been in our stocks. Both sides have grudges against me. It is the price I pay to keep my city safe. I'd like to discuss the Owen. Viralar grows wary. We are nervous about discussing our practices with outsiders. They are often too eager to judge without taking time to understand us. I'm sure you know the basics. When a free Vol goes too far into debt, a Masha can pay that debt. In return, the free Vol becomes Owen and must serve the Masha for life, plus another generation or 2 if the debt is high enough. Why did the Owen rebel? Perhaps we Masha were not wise. Perhaps we let things grow too difficult for the free people of the Vol. Too many taxes, too much debt. It grew too easy to become Owen. When the Masha win the war, I'm sure they will introduce reforms. Is that how history works? Has history taught us this? I'm skeptical, but I suppose as my position as the envoy of Haven, I could probably push for reforms as a condition for aid or something like that, if I was so inclined. What do you think of the Owen system? It maintains the honor of our people, and it brings justice. If someone is lazy and foolish and loses a fortune, why shouldn't that person be punished? Why should others suffer to pay the debts of the Owen? Pay your own debts. It is the honorable Vol way. How many Owen do you own? I have 2 double-line Owen. I assure you that I treat them well, and I will treat their children well as well. They are, after all, they are my workers. But they are not slaves. They aren't slaves? No, and they will be very offended if you call them such. They are true Vol. They can have their own homes, families, beliefs. I can't sell them to others. They serve only me and my descendants. It is simply that when they work, they must work for me, doing what I say. Alright, are Owen ever mistreated? Of course, sometimes. It is very dishonorable. Much shame attaches to those who mistreat Owen. They must then take their Owen from the cities into the wastes. You Masha, let it go that far. Double line Owen? I already know about this. My Owen let their debts be so great that not only they, but their children must serve my family for life. Unfortunate cases. I bought them because I pitied them, and I wanted them to work for a family of status. Okay, well, you bought them, so their debt wasn't originally to you, which means that you could sell them if you wanted to, right? Isn't that sort of implied here? I feel like you've contradicted yourself there. Meet one of the Owen of Mirba. They avoid you as much as they can. In their position, getting the attention of royalty can be very dangerous. Okay. Nothing I can take there. Well, maybe as she leaves, I can go in. Alright, what is this building? The brand new star. Theater or bar? Lake bar. Okay, traveler, traveler, traveler. Do you have anything to say? Oh, you are from the... You're an Ariel, I guess. The inn is quiet but tense. Almost everyone here is keeping to themselves. They are probably on different sides of the war, but this is a safe refuge. Okay. Lucy. As you walk through the inn, a woman shyly approaches you. Her clothes are threadbare and she looks hungry and exhausted. Excuse me, Prince. I am Himusi. Speaks barely above a whisper. You have to lean close to hear her. Hello. There is a long pause. Finally, she says, I heard you are a prince. I need help. I am desperate. I have suffered misfortune. The other patrons notice her speaking with you. There is some angry muttering. What sort of misfortune? She stares down at the stone floor. Our family's crop went bad. We are in debt. I came to town to look for help. I have found none. Still don't know why you were pestering me. I mean, I suppose I am trying to fix whatever the cause is that was causing the crops to go bad, but I mean, it's not really my problem. That is truly unfortunate. Sounds like a platitude, in a way. I still don't know why you're pestering me. This was a mistake, but I am begging. You know Haven is generous. We need 30 coins or we may become Owen. How do I know you're telling the truth? I am royalty. Back off or I will have you whipped. I'll pay your debt. I'm sorry, but I can't pay you. I think I'm going to have to go with number 4, because that would be... I mean, for one thing, I might as well just start buying Owen if I'm going to start paying people's debts here, right? I wouldn't want to disrespect the local culture until I have a firm reason to do so. She isn't surprised by this response. I thank you for your politeness. You are very kind. She walks off. Your mother has told you, if you just start handing money to beggars, you never hear the end of it. Yeah, I mean, you could have told me that earlier, game. Wouldn't want to influence me, I guess. Or maybe I get dialogue like this that makes me feel good about whatever choice I made. Murdus, okay. Like every other building in Mirba, the inn is made of giant blocks of stone, centuries old. You picture a countless line of innkeepers installed in this hall when young and carted out when dead to be replaced with the next in line. It's a bit morbid. The current occupant of the post nods to you. I am Murdus. This is the brand new star, Mirba's Inn. Mirba is an oasis. Don't cause trouble. How old is this building? And when was it named? Anything interesting happened lately? I don't spread gossip, I don't listen, and I don't talk. Mirba is an oasis, and so is my inn. What does oasis mean? All can come for food, drink, and rest. Differences are forgotten in this hall. All need water. They get it here. Fights in an oasis are dishonorable. But what about me? I am special. You're royalty. It's still an oasis. Some rules must apply to all. It's how we survive. Fair enough. What services do you offer? Food and drink. Free for you as my special guest. A room for the night is 5 coins. Here, I know, but we only have one worthy room. Alright, well, let's take all of it. You get stew and stringy meat and slices of some actually really good bread. Satisfying and filling, and I think we know where that bread came from. Mugs are promptly filled with whatever beverage you desire. I'll have the back room unlocked for you. Hope it's to your liking. No bed bugs at all, last I checked. Hope you didn't bring your own. Alright, have a pleasant evening. And yeah, we lose a bit of money, but we gain access to a locked door, and you know how much I like opening locked doors. Well, maybe you don't, but I will state it explicitly now. I like getting through locked doors. It is a thing that brings me great joy when I play RPGs. I guess that would be this place. Sure, let's kill some more time. And find out that the people are uninspired. Oh. I must have accomplished something. Okay. You were short one resource. 1 resources? Really, game? You were short 1 resource when paying your upkeeps. Upkeeps with an S? I question these things. You need to pay 60 gold per missing resource. Okay, well now I know what the cost of this is. That makes sense. So what did I gain? I gained, okay, before and final. I guess I could just compare those. I am slowly building up the Quicksilver. I need a whole bunch of if I'm ever gonna build the portal. Upgrade the portal, I suppose, to get home. Alright, we got some sort of oven out there. Stone Trader. Any quarries are lost? Yes. Stone blocks. Okay. Thomas Owen. Add good granite. Good granite. Miraba, soldier, be wary. Greetings, Prince. Stuff that isn't mine. I feel like things like that are just for flavor. Ooh, I almost just left the town. Okay. That goes right outside. Okay, well, we have one person we can talk to here. And is that going to be it? Hey, wood that isn't nailed down. Like that, I guess. Considering I don't currently make wood income. To the heart of our art. Samus Owen. Southeast courtyard of Mirba is flanked by 2 guard towers. Between them, stoneworkers are shaping and trading stone. Even in this chaotic time, Ukatish and Ariel traders are here to buy Mirba's fine materials. A merchant and craftsman notices you browsing. He walks up and speaks. A Havenite, a very rare honor. I am Samus Owen, and I am a stoneworker and trader here. Tell me about this workshop. Rock and dirt, out in the honest sun. We've been working the rock on this patch of dirt for centuries. Mirba earns its bread here. We all have our specialty. Ideal in fine stone. Fine stone. Hi, if you want to make a big wall, talk to them over there. I sell the finer stones and crystals from the more unusual and remote quarries. You're an Owen. This is rather rude, but I guess I'm going to say it anyway, because the other option is just to eject from the conversation, which is also kind of rude. I mean, the game won't care if I do that, but I care. I'm not going to do that. I am. Fell into misfortune. I work and trade here on behalf of my master. Can't talk to her, though. She is gone. Where's your master? Not sure. Traveled to Vitassa a few months back. I understand she never arrived. Sad thing. I do the work, and I wait for news. Okay. Tell me about Mirba. It's an oasis. Safest place in this region. The governor kept us so. Don't know the details. I don't know the deals Virilar Masha made to keep the battles away. Glad he did. You approve of the governor? I mean, I would imagine he does. I imagine I do. Sure, I am an Owen, but the Masha still exist. I have to give credit to those who do right by me. Yeah, I think that's a fair position. I would like to buy... okay, this is what you meant. I mean, I kind of expected this, but... cheap shot rune, +5 critical chance. Okay. Fire turn? Oh, okay, fire turn as in... turn aside fire. The magical evasion... I haven't really had much reason for that. I don't need anything else. Okay, well, that's, this place done, I guess. Right, and that shows the shape of the town nicely. That's not actually what I wanted. I wanted the map here. The Flint Pit. Quests, helping both sides. Well, we could do either of these. We're pretty close. We could investigate what that is. I think the Flint Pit might be the right thing to start with here. Now I've been doing a lot of talking, a lot of reading. I'd kind of like to get another dungeon done before I get to a point where all I have left to do are dungeons. These are free lands. Masha have no dominion here. The Masha always have dominion. Can't escape that easily. You know, in a way, this kind of feels like the Shaper-Servile conflict of Geneforge. You find a large force of Owen rebels camped out here on blasted land in a thick grove of dead trees. When you try to approach them, their guards stop you at the entrance to the camp. Hello, Havenite. Surprisingly, they have no idea who you are. We welcome you and wish you peace. However, there is a war here, and we don't want you involved. Havenites have not been kind to the Owen in the past. Please go. There's a lot of them, and they are rough, war-hardened, and well-armed. You leave them alone. Okay. So if I side with the Owen, I guess I can get in there. If I side with the Masha, maybe I can fight them. But until I've chosen a side, I can't do anything. There is a mine in the cliff wall here. After the rebellion started, the prospectors abandoned it. Explore. You poke around inside, you don't find anything valuable, but then again, neither had the prospectors. You do, however, find the arachnids, who are drawn by the refreshing shade and cool of the tunnel. The scorpions have trapped you inside the cave. You'll have to fight your way out. Ah, that flavor of arachnid. Okay. Wait, is it just 3? And are these just normal scorpions? Okay. This shouldn't be too hard then. Right, you are fast and you are slow. That's why you always get that extra turn. Weakness, excellent. Critical for 0 damage. My kind of critical. Wow. Okay, we take a little bit from the poison. Ah, you're gonna get another turn. Darn it. How badly poisoned are you? You're not gonna get another turn. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna end the fight. And the reason I did it that way is just in case I happen to get 1 energy off of it. I don't think I will because it was just 3 enemies, which 4 seems to be the threshold, but just in case. Now that the bugs are dead, you're able to search the mines at leisure. Alas, you don't find anything worth taking. Yeah, nope, that happened exactly how I thought it would. There's a mine in the cliff wall here after the rebellion started. The prospectors abandoned it. It didn't happen long ago. Nobody has stolen the tents and tools they left behind. Okay, you do find the arachnids. Okay, same deal. Oh, this is a tougher one. Significantly tougher. 3 sand scorpions, 3 great scorpions. We're gonna have to take this seriously. Alright, cause bleeding. You can also go fast paint. Get your haste up. One, two, three, four, five, six. I have to go all the way to here if I want to hit all of them. Shockwave. Resisted. Oh, right, these things are really dangerous. Wait. Ah. Why is this your first turn? You're supposed to be really fast. Ah, everything went wrong there. Well, not everything. One thing went wrong. But stun. Stun resisted, slow resisted. 41 and... yeah, now you're up really close and it's really bad. Brutal blow. You are poisoned. Isn't great. Error. Yeah, these things just resist all status effects, or all the good status effects. So... annoying. Bludgeon senseless. We'll try this one. Confusion. Okay. That's not good. Do you get another turn sometime soon, please? Let's haste ourselves a bit more. Good. One down. Back off. Guess we'll just go for damage, since they seem to be immune to everything. Okay, these don't hurt too much. Oh, until you're vulnerable, and then they hurt. Are we gonna try stunning again? Slowed, resisted. It was confused. What does confused even do? Nothing? I think we're gonna lose this fight. Could try to retreat past them, I guess. I'm not going to. But... oh. Because they're hasted, and that means I can't run away. Thanks, little guy. Right, so when that happens... Oh, Alessandra Masha is here, okay. Right. When, right, because when I die I don't have to reload anymore. It just kind of teleports me back here. An envoy from the Vol is waiting for you in Miranda's office. She is a diplomat, resplendent in fashionable clothes and valuable jewelry. Chief Miranda says something, but the diplomat brushes her past her. Rude. We of the Vol have learned that the attention of Haven is returned to us. I have been sent to introduce myself. Okay. You know what? I think that we're going to say, you know what, if you want to deal with Haven, you have to be nice to Haven. Like, we're in this for ourselves. Please be more polite to the officers of Haven. I apologize. She gives you a little nod. She gives a little nod to Chief Murata. She meets your guys and gives you a tiny shrug. I am Alessandra Masha of the Vol. I have been sent because it seems we have urgent business with Haven. What do you know about this whole thing? It's gonna keep asking on every single character, isn't it? And what business do you have? She self-consciously brushes back her hair. I first was an envoy when your mother visited Sacramentum, when Haven was strong in this land. Your mother chose the Vol as their favored vassal. She supported our government, and we were close. We of the Vol were hoping, now that Haven is returning, that this could be maintained. I'm not my mother, that's true. Favored vassal? Chief Miranda approaches from behind you and whispers, Haven sometimes chooses one vassal as a favored vassal. It gives extra freedom and privileges in return for them watching over the other vassals. It is Haven practice that there is only one favored vassal in a region. Okay, so the Vol were the favored vassal over the Yukatish and the Ariel, I guess. Dealt with my mother? I met her, but I was of a lower rank then. I was not even a Masha. I met her, but I did not speak for us yet. I am not my mother. Oh, of course. I know you will need to select a new favored vassal. I want you to know that, as before, we of the Vol can make the decision worthwhile for you. What deal did you have with her? When the Vol was a favored vassal, the Mashas ruled with your queen's help. The Owen were quiet and hard-working. Trade was healthy. The result was lots of gold for all of us. We made sure you received your share. You will continue to do so. However, we first need to settle our troubles with the Owen. You have troubles with the Owen? Like, all these... The dialogue is just like, you have to play dumb. Like, your character is just... kind of bothers me. I am ashamed to admit that, with Haven's support, when Haven's support was withdrawn after the calamity, the Owen took the chance to revolt. We have lost control of much of the southeast corner of the Vol to them. With your help, we think the rebellion can be put down quickly. Okay. Yeah, and then see... I don't really even want to say either of these. What I want to do is, is ask her what the deal is going to be. But I guess I'll go through these options. And I can't even exit out of this one. I have to do this. What did my mother think of your owning people? That is a complicated issue. We do not own Owen, after all. They have certain rights and protections. They're only paying us with labor what they owe us for their paid-off debts. An Owen only becomes one when they become too poor to stay alive and free. They're making a choice. Miranda whispers, the other choice is starvation, just so you know. I know what my inclinations are. Our rulers will be glad to hear it. I sympathize with the Owen. It is to Haven's advantage to support the Masha. I must visit the Vol and see the situation for myself. Well, I mean, it's going to be 3. Because, again, he hasn't actually told me, like, she's, oh, it is to your benefit, you'll get gold or whatever, but I don't know, I feel like I haven't really been informed as to why Haven should support the Masha over the Owen. They haven't really presented a case for that yet. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to take their side yet. I would ask no less. Visit the Vol and see what a well-ordered and productive place it can be, if we are only allowed to stick to our old ways. Please travel our lands and learn for yourself. We can make you very wealthy. Visit me and our leaders in Thablin. I'm returning there now. She kneels and takes her leave. Okay. Oh. We're gonna do this again. But we're not. People are uninspired. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna go down into the mines this time. A patrol of dirty thugs watches the approach to the huge quarry to the west. They move close enough to get a good look at you. When they realize who you are, they shake their heads, cursing their luck. One of them shouts, "Warlord Blaine has given the order. All Havenites must die. Vul for the Vul." Then they charge you. Okay. Defender, apprentice, defender, defender, defender. Those look like well-armored troops. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? This is within 6 spaces. Baited. Slow. 40% fewer turns. Okay, well that was not ideal. Pick up the mage before anything bad. Anything more that's bad happens. Oh yeah, this is not going to be good. I feel like I should actually be respecking, because a lot of these abilities I never use, and I think there are some better ones I could be taking. We can stun you. That's good. I don't know if the poison would have finished you off, but I don't want to risk it. Well, that's just great. Four damage. That was not great. Also, hazed is single target. And I really, this slow is going to kill me. Oh, that doesn't take a full turn to use? What? When has that ever happened before? He turns of slow remaining. Kill the scorpion. Stunned again. Stunned again. It just doesn't stop. Did that not cast Terror? I thought I cast Terror, and then it just attacked. I don't know what just happened there. Man, it's armor too. Stunned. Endless stunning. Okay, one of them is dead. Select target. Stunned for 2 turns? Oh no, it was just double stunned, which doesn't matter. Okay. Well, obviously after this fight we are going to go back to town and rest. So I'm just going to spam all of my abilities here. Considering this single fight basically took all of our resources. You're resisted. One, two, three, four. Right, and they have cleave, so I should just... I don't know if that actually made a difference. You know what, let's just kill this one first. It seems to be going down faster. You're probably going to die. Well, you're not die. You're going to be knocked out. Thought that might happen, but I also wanted to move everybody to within 4 of my leader. So much evade again. And it's not just me, like they're missing a lot too. 14 to 30. 7 damage. That was not 14 to 30 minus, like, what? Do you have 7? Do you have at least 7 magical defense? Because if I check my inventory, 1, 3, 4. Maybe it's a difficulty thing. Playing on the highest difficulty. But my magic doesn't seem to do anything to them. Or maybe Vol are naturally resistant to magic. That's a possibility too. You search the Vol thugs, trying to figure out what would drive them to do something so foolish as attack you. You find no sign of who they are or who this Warlord Blaine is. Okay. This rock pit is claimed by Warlord Blaine. Keep out. I wonder if they're going to respawn if I don't deal with it all in one fight. That one sequence, if that's part of the dungeon. I don't think so, because Overworld seems to be separate. There are a few farms around the city of Murba, scratching out a meager existence on soil dampened by the nearby oasis. When they see you, the farmers retreat inside their homes and bar the doors. The war makes it too dangerous to do anything else. Fair enough. Murba has several patrols of guards on the roads around the city, trying to watch for raiders without being ambushed and killed. They approach to speak with you, but they take no notice of your rank. They urge you to go to safety inside the city. Alright, here, I think it was? Where's law? Oh. I thought you just pay once and you have access to it. Oh well. Character skills. Okay, what spells do you have? You have Shockwave, which is kind of neat. Fireball, considerable magic damage in a circular area. Yeah, your attack spells just don't seem to do damage. That's the problem. Oh, we're also really close to leveling up. Construct. Poison Rain's okay. Raw Power, oh, it's a passive, okay. Yeah, Time Warp slows enemies in a circular area. I think that's going to be a lot more useful than Poison Rain. Can I... Oh, return to a fort to buy or change your skills. Okay. Shock. Definitely I should switch Shock over to Magery. Second level... Icy Wave... I mean, Icy Wave does slightly more damage than Shockwave. 12 to 16 or 16 to 24. I mean, it does significantly more damage, but it's not like I'm doing a lot of damage with these anyway. So I feel like... I want to just keep doing this all the time, but... Oh, I can't leave because I'm not... Right. Alright, we'll do this again. Character skills. Magic. I have to disable that in order to disable the previous level's worth of stuff, right? Because I can't... Yeah, I can't do that. Well, I could do it that way, I guess. I could take the 2. Are we going to try Call Bones? Summon a skeleton to fight for you instead of Icy Wave? I guess we will. Poison Rain, I haven't been impressed with the poison, I have to say. I think slow is going to be like 40% less turns. It's going to be so much better. I'm starting to think that these spells are just horrendously balanced. Shockwave. It has a stun effect, but I think Time Warp is going to be better unless they resist the slow effect. But I mean, if they resist the stun effect anyway, which they are at this point, this isn't useful to begin with, so this will be easier to target than this anyway. So maybe I'll try Fireball. Yeah, we'll switch it up. Try a different spell. Okay. And as for you... Yeah, I've got your bonus to healing and blessing. Hasted. I have never cast Disruption. Not once. Gets rid of haste. But the haste spell provides 12 turns and this only removes 6. I guess if I put another point into it, it would remove 12. But if I put another point into this, it would add 20. Do I want a better heal? I mean, single target heals have been sufficient. Unless Healing Wave does more healing. I don't think... teleport one character to a nearby spot. Interesting, but not great. Hide in Shadows, yeah, neither of these seem that great. Curing, though, when do I ever use this? Okay, well, science time. I can, okay. Get faster speed. or more speed, which is mostly useful if I'm casting speed on somebody who's been slowed, then this will be more effective. Okay. Oh, let's try out some new skills here. Binding Blow, Weaken, Whirlwind. Yeah, these three are all really nice. 20% stun resist was... I don't know, maybe I was seeing its effects, but... Knockback would be more useful. Shield Shatter, which they always seem to resist anyway. Bull Rush, Terrifying Scream. I mean, that actually seems really good. Okay, we're building up as a tank, I guess. Try that. You know what this means? It means I'm not going into the dungeon today, because I'm just modifying skills at this point. So we'll respec, we'll get down there, and then I guess we'll save for next time. Oh, magical defense. Oh, I can't see those stats right there. I mean, yeah, 7 magical defense. That's comparable, I guess, to what they had. Do I want Brutal Blow? Cause bleeding and hit harder? Yeah, I think I do. You got the trinket that makes you heal your bleeding more effective too, or more likely to happen. Although that might just be a chance to cause bleeding with regular attacks, but it might also increase the chance of this bleeding effect actually taking effect. Because, you know, you can resist it with things like this. Fast Feint, this is Self-Haste, and AoE. Yeah, so you're going to be my offense. Offense, defense, or I guess DPS and tank. Whatever you want to call it. Although you still have this. I don't know how big this damage bonus is. But, anyway. 3 energy, or passive. Like, these are just too expensive. You need more... mana. Which means I can... more energy. Which means I could hit this. But I don't cause any... do these count as curses when I'm bleeding somebody? Is bleeding a curse? And so much about this game I don't know. I feel like at some point I'm just going to have to go to the Spiderweb forums and read a bunch of stuff, because the forums are always really good about having information on all the systems behind these games, because it's not exactly clear what does what just based on the tooltips. Alright, so I guess... do I want either of those? What would I do with this? I mean, an upgraded whirlwind attack would be pretty nice. But also I like having the extra health. If I had one more slot... yeah, I'd probably upgrade whirlwind, or would I go majory? Again, I don't know if bleed counts as a curse. Terror might, or fear, I guess, whatever they call it. Stun? Ah, no, we'll leave you. We'll leave you. Okay, and then that means... there are new sets of abilities here. What do we no longer have? We no longer have these two. Okay. So we're going... oh, I guess I can see from here. Okay. So we're going to have to go through. We no longer have Cure. We have AoE healing with a... weird tooltip? What's going on here? Is that just telling me that I can't use it right now? It is the same amount of healing. Okay. So that might actually just be better. Except that, I mean, it's more energy intensive, but it heals multiple people. Speed is good, Inspiring Cry is good. I don't have Disruption anymore because... heals and cures negative effects. You know what? Let's put that on the bar just so I remember I have it. You've completely changed everything. They'll have Terror, but we got rid of all of our damage, all 3 of our damage abilities, and our Shockwave. Okay, well, Fireball goes first, I guess. 10 to 22. Considerable magical damage? I don't think that's considerable, and that's 3 energy. That is extremely underwhelming. Again, it would be nice to have this information. It would be nice to have this information when we're in here. Does considerable magical damage. Doesn't look like considerable magical damage to me. Can I see... Magical bonus is 1. No, I can't see your damage here. I have to go here for that. It would be nice if you just had a more complete character sheet as well. I'm really struggling with the lack of information in this game. So 9 to 13 is what my basic attack does. Empty augment, I should deal with that too. 10 to 22, I mean that is higher than 9 to 15. Oh, is this damage based on what weapon I have equipped? I wonder. Okay, so since we're doing all the respecking, let's also check if we have any augment slots that are free. We have the one on our mage. Empty augment on the sword. I mean, I'm playing this on the highest difficulty, so I should probably be taking things a little bit more seriously as far as expecting to have a build. I don't have a necklace yet for her. No point in giving her a bow, I think. I mean, maybe she could do physical instead of magical. That might be meaningful in some context. All right, so we just have 2. We have an orb and a sword. Go augment. Go visit our smith. Oh, that's not a smith. Smith is over here in the open air. I'm gonna install augments. Now what do I have? You can attach it to armor, bleed, and poison resist. +1 physical damage or hit chance. Hit chance, physical damage, 2 physical damage. I think that's the one we're gonna use. Well, she's not the tank. She's the DPS. What's... she's the tank, I mean to say. Now, how about you, inventory-wise? Do you have anything that would go into arcane gear? I assume that would count as armor, so blessing duration. She doesn't do much of that, does she? Weapon or helmet, weapon or helmet, weapon or helmet. I'm guessing round is weapon or helmet, and then hexagonal is other stuff. So I mean, I could make her resist bleed and poison. I don't care about any of this. I want to make runes. Augments. Duration augment. +20 to blessing. Oh no, it's not hexagonal. There's all sorts of random shapes. Okay. 8% healing bonus, 1 to physical armor. I mean, is that really our best option? I guess it is. Do I not have another iron augment? I've used them all? Yeah, because I was buying a bunch of these, right? Right. Sword and +2 damage. Good. And for you... yeah, +1 armor. It's still showing 3 and 6, so I guess that doesn't actually show up on the gear itself. The augment is on top of what it has there. And that puts you up to a grand total of 9 physical defense. which is still not great. But considering how quickly you die, that is an improvement. Okay, well, we have a bunch of new abilities to try out. We respect everybody except for our leader. And I guess we'll try to take on those bandits next time. I will see you then.